There's several basic stances that are really important. They're kind of like the foundation. And once you learn these basic stances, you can apply them to hundreds of movements. So for instance, let's practice the front stance. So similar to like a warrior one. So let's take the right leg forward, left leg back. Okay? And just bend the front knee, rock a little bit to get the lunge and the hip warmed up. And then your hands are just gonna float in front of you with the palms up. Imagine you're holding like a stick of bamboo in your hands. If you have a stick of bamboo or bow staff, you can use that, or just pretend that you have one there. Relax and open. Okay. Now you're going to pivot your feet toward the front and face the other way. You may need to step a few times and kind of shuffle to get it all centered. When you look down, your back heel is about 45 degrees out to the side. Your front toes are straight forward. The knees don't go past your toes. If your knees are going past the ankles and toes, what you need to do is step further forward. All right, and knee is just above the ankles. Soft, relaxed shoulders. Good. Front stance. All right, I think we can add some hand movements. Flip and turn, go back the other way. I really want you to practice coming in and out until it's basically like immediate. Like you can pretty much just drop into this stance at any angle, any direction, any time. It's just like automatic. Right foot forward, left heel back. And take your hands down. And now the palms face the floor. And you're gonna just make a little circle like this with two hands. Forward and out. And you're gonna shift your body weight. I'm just showing you different angles here. You're shifting front to back and you're gliding your hands over the earth. Gliding. It's like you're standing in a wheat field and you're just brushing your hands over the tips of the wheat that's hip height. Just gliding your hands, feeling the earth, the legs building power, filling with energy. If any part of your body starts to hurt, please shift your stance. Make it wider, shorter, longer. Adjust as needed. The Tao Te Ching said, contentment is true wealth. It didn't say doing it right is true wealth. Don't worry about doing it right. Find that sense of contentment in your body, that ease and flow. That's the secret. All right, switch your feet, other foot forward. Front stance, gliding. You can bend your back knee a little to shift your hips, move from your center. Gliding. Try to slow it down. Please slow it down. Slower, slower. Slow enough that you feel the sensation of air moving across the palms. Picking up those subtle sensations. How do you get your mind to stop wandering? Give it something to do. Give it something to focus on. Focus on the subtle sensations that you're feeling, and your mind will become present. Very nice. So that's the front stance. Now the next one is the empty stance. This one may require a little bit more balance, so please take it slowly and start with very small steps. So your feet are just in a comfortable stance, about hip width. And we'll start with the hands holding the bamboo. Shift your weight to one side, empty one foot. And then just take a slow step, heel, toe, shift. Now the other foot empties. Float, any direction, step, and shift. The samurai step, so you empty the foot. You can even step backward, any direction. shift your weight back. Empty. So what it means is that you aren't committing to any particular step. You are patiently waiting. Only lift the empty foot. So shift your weight till this foot is empty, then you can lift it. Then there's very little disturbance. Then shift. And you don't lift the other foot until it's totally empty. This is about weight transfer. 100% in one leg, 0% in the other. Start with small steps. Move around the whole room, anywhere you want to go. Samurai step. You can turn your hips and step in new directions. Sideways, backwards are okay. You're going to feel some wiggle wobble, right? Some trembling in your legs, some balance adjustments. That's all fine. Building your strength. How slow can you step? And this is also a good chance, so if you are feeling a little too much wobble, grab your bow staff. Use that as a little bit of support. Don't rely on it too much, but just if you need it. Okay, that's a tool for you. Empty stance. Beautiful. All right, come back to center. Excellent. So these are the 3 stances. So let's review. Horse riding stance. Take a wide stance. Double shoulder width. Hips lower down. Let's practice. Circle the arms up. Lower your hips down. Gather, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Horse riding stance. Good. Next, take your left foot forward. Front stance. And let's practice now another earth Qi Gong movement. One hand hovers in front of your core, the other hand is leading. And you glide in a circle like this. Glide. Move from your core, move from your hips. Now the other side, gliding. Soft and slow, steady. Feel the legs circulating this energy, charging up your core. Gathering. If you feel comfortable, you can start to step and walk in your front stance as you glide, shifting or just turning. Feel that flow of energy in your body. Nice. Now empty stance. Let's gather your hands, make a ball, and push. Gather. Like there's a string connecting your fingers to your knee. You lift and step. You could do the same movement over and over. Or start to step in a new direction. Changing your feet whenever you like. Empty. Full. You're transitioning between empty stance and the one we just did, front stance. So once you get the hang of it, you can start to go off script, okay? You can start to play around. You don't have to just copy me, but feel what your body is needing. It'll feel a little awkward at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Feel the energy flowing through you. Good. All right, back to horse riding stance. Let's go side to side, shifting. Side to side. All right, gather. Lowering 3 times. Collecting in your core. Good, and then just hold the hands at your lower dantian, right below your belly button. Horse riding stance, just stand there and breathe for about 30 seconds, okay? You can close your eyes and just breathe here. Nicely done. Now, if you need a little break, you can rub your hands, massage any sore spots, or you can stretch, or you can, if you need to sit and just take a load off for a little bit, feel free. We're going to do a little bit more, but always take care of your body in the middle of class. If you need to just stop, take that break, okay? Sometimes just a little bit of relief will give you a whole bunch of new energy to then continue with. All right. So now we're going to put it all together. It's kind of like, as a musician, you can learn several chords and you can practice the order that you learn them in, but eventually it's fun to create your own song, create your own music, create your own combination. So I'm going to encourage you today to do our intuitive Qi Gong, to make up your own movements. You can use the foundations of what you learned today. You can use your horse riding stance. And your hands really can just do whatever they like. You can move into your front stance. You can move into your empty stance. Start to play around with it. Let's first gather this energy. So bring your hands close together and start to breathe into your core, summoning and charging up this energy. And there's a moment where it appears. It's like a fire starting. It's alive. Once the energy is there, now you start to expand and you start to move. And it's the energy that moves your body. And these stances are just the ways that it flows most naturally. So take a minute or two. Let's do our own freestyle, intuitive Qi Gong. You can make up new movements. Don't worry about doing it right. Find that feeling of contentment. Give yourself all of your attention. Let your feet move around. You'll find your way. Just Continue to move your body freely. Sense and feel the energy circulating through you. You can picture yourself in a beautiful place, surrounded by nature. Let your imagination expand. What part of the earth would you most like to be in right now? Connect to that energy. Transport yourself there. Let the energy guide you through your movements. You can't do it wrong. You can just do it more and more enjoyably, with more and more connection. Gather and collect this energy, bringing it up and in, down to the center. With your breath, absorbing and now bring your feet close together and your hands relax to your sides. Shift your body weight all the way forward, tilting, pressing into your toes. Now shift all the way back carefully to the heels. Don't let your toes come up. Feel the bottoms of your feet shift forward. Bring all your attention to the bottoms of your feet. Back. And now find the exact center, 50-50, between front and back. Close your eyes, see if you can feel that exact center. When you line up with it, the energy will now flow through your whole body. Like plugging in to the wall. Or placing your glass under the flow of water. Find this alignment with the energy flow. Soft smile as you relax and breathe. And once again, your hands gather this energy ball. Little bend in your knees. Hold the energy here. And then place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower dantian. And breathe into your belly. Absorbing the energy in. Down to the core. And sweep your body, brushing down your arms. Sweep down your legs, rubbing your back, your knees, any sore spots. Sweep it down. Wonderful.